stable. And the saturated fats are stable. So even though we hear lots about it, making sure you're getting your polyunsaturated fats, blah, 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 and never eating the saturated fats, it turns out that, they're both important. No surprise there if you understand how the body works and how nutrition works. So the ketogenic diet's not paleo. You got to be careful with protein. You need protein, of course, but you got to be careful with it. Protein also acts as an appetite suppressant, by the way. And if you're doing protein correctly, it'll help support the ketogenic diet because it'll be an appetite suppressant, but you just got to be careful with it. Fats, on the other hand, eggs, avocados, fish, great ketogenic foods. Grass-fed dairy is especially ideal. Grass-fed, that's the key right there. The fats that are found in grass make it ideal for ketogenesis. Grass is amazingly, amazingly powerful food. The problem with grass is, all grasses, wheatgrass, barley grass, broccoli grass, grass on your lawn, it's all loaded with nutrition. It's just hard for us to access it. Sprouts are easier to access. That's one of the cool things about sprouts is sprouts are activated grasses. They're awake, and their nutrients are much easier for us to access. Otherwise, if we're going to access the nutrients in grass, we got to go through a cow or a lamb or a goat or some kind of animal that ate the grass. The animals eat the grass, and then the nutrients are released. And one of the nutrients that is released from the grass is something called CLA, conjugated linoleic acid. We only talked a little bit about CLA maybe a month or two ago. Haven't talked a lot about it, but CLA is really interesting stuff. It was kind of the flavor of the month, I think, back in the late 1990s, mid to late 1990s. It was really popular among bodybuilders. It was popular for weight loss. That's really where CLA is important. It's a weight loss supplement. Conjugated linoleic acid. It's anti-cancer. It keeps your arteries clean. It's good stuff. It's pro-ketogenic. An article from the journal Lipids, September 1999. Livers from CLA-fed rats produce significantly more ketone bodies. That's a quote. This is another quote. Secretions of cholesterol were consistently lower in the livers of rats fed CLA and was statistically significant. This dietary CLA appeared to exert its hypolipidemic, meaning blood fat lowering, effect, in part, at least in part, through an enhanced beta oxidation of fatty acids. That means fat burning. In other words, CLA encourages fat burning, and that's what you're looking for. CLA makes you a fat burner. CLA encourages fat burning, and it's found in all dairy products. It's found in especially grass-fed dairy products, and by the way, it's found in breast milk. Human breast milk is an important source of CLA. Milk, of course, being the ultimate growth and development food. Milk, essentially, the purpose of milk is to encourage the development of the growth of all mammals. And guess what? Milk is loaded with fat, loaded with cholesterol, loaded with saturated fat. Tell that to the next bonehead who tells you got to go on a low-fat diet. CLA, you know what? If you want to know what a good health food is and you want to know what we should be eating, look at the components of breast milk. I'm Pharmacist Ben. 844-236-6010 is our number. We'll be back on the bright side right after this. We're back on the bright side. 844-236-6010 is our number today and every day on the bright side. We're on the air Monday through Friday, 8 to 9 Pacific, 10 to 11 Central Time, 24/7 on the archive pages at brightsideben.com and pharmacistben.com. You can also check out our blog at criticalhealthnews.com and pharmacistben.com and sign up to join the Brightside Ben phone team or Brightside Pen team off the website. You can also call the phone team at 866-735-2470. You can purchase longevity products off the website or by calling 866-735-2470. If you want to purchase any of our Truth Skin Health products, including our Truth 5%, Truth Retinol 5% Gel, Truth Serum, Truth Balm, Truth Omega-6 Healing Cream, head over to truthtreatments.com. And if you want to purchase any of our bone broth protein, you can go to brightsidehealthproducts.com. Our number today is 844-236-6010. Hang on if you're on hold. We'll get to you in just a moment. Got a couple interesting articles I want to tell you about. From the University of California, San Diego Health Sciences Center, cholesterol levels improve with a healthy, fat-rich diet. How do you like that? Researchers report that a meal plan rich in walnuts, high in polyunsaturated fats, has a significant impact on lipid levels for women, especially those who are insulin resistant. Eat more fat, lower your cholesterol. Eating fat is one of the best statin drugs you could ever use, and it's a lot better for you than any prescription drug. I had a talk with a doctor yesterday that kind of surprised me, or shouldn't have surprised me, but he didn't know. He wanted me to prove to him. He wanted me to show him articles and studies that proved that when you take a prescription drug, your body becomes depleted of nutrition. Now, to me, if you understand how the body detoxifies substances, it just makes perfect sense. You're utilizing your B vitamins for detox rather than for the heart. But he thought, well, maybe there's enough B vitamins that it can do both. And I had to go back and forth with this guy, smart guy, nice guy. I had to go back and forth with this guy, asking him how could it possibly be beneficial to be utilizing B vitamins on detoxification when there's all these other things to use your B vitamins for. And especially when we know that when you start using the B vitamins, you feel better. But it just didn't compute to him because there were no studies or articles that showed that. Of course, there's not going to be a study or article that shows that because you can't prove a negative. You can't show a negative. But common sense tells you that if you're diverting your nutrients, if you're diverting your nutrition, your B vitamins and your nutrients for something that isn't necessary, like detoxification of drugs, for something extra, it's going to come from something else. So anyway, that's the prevailing wisdom. The prevailing logic, anyway, is that for some reason you could take drugs and not get, and as long as you don't have a blatant side effect, like you took the drug and you keeled over, basically, that the drugs are not problematic and that they can somehow be beneficial. All right, 844-236-6010 is our number. Lorraine in Canada, what's going on? How you doing? Good morning.
Good morning. Just wanted to give a testimonial, Ben, about your omega-6 healing cream.
Oh, wow. Thank you.
Yeah,
Tell us what happened.
Well, my husband has cancer and very advanced, but his arms are just like full of like blood all over. You know how the underneath the skin, the skin's so thin.
Okay.
And he had fallen about 2 weeks ago. And, of course, his skin just peeled off on his arm and deep. And he'd gone into the hospital. They had put a pad on it with some cream. I don't know exactly what it was. And then they said, take it off after 5 days, which we did. And but it just kept oozing and breaking and bleeding and all of that. And same with other parts in his arm. He just has to brush something and it starts bleeding. And so I got out the omega-6 healing cream, and I put that on, and it's just wonderful.
Oh, wow. Thank you, Lorraine.
It's been healing it, just really, it's taken a long time because it's so deep and so many of them, but it works wonderfully.
Oh, I appreciate you saying that. That's the power of nutrition for the skin, as well as the product itself. Thank you for sharing that.
Exactly.
I really appreciate that.
So I highly recommend it.
Oh, I appreciate you saying that. Thanks, Lorraine.
Okay.
Thanks. God bless you. Have a beautiful day.
Okay.
Thank you so much.
You too.
Okay.
Bye-bye.
Bye-bye. All right, that was cool. I developed the Truth Omega-6 Healing Cream actually for burns, and I developed it first for a helicopter pilot who crashed and fell into a fire. But then plastic surgeons started using it post-surgery and for other people who had burns. And it's really the power of it's not me, it's the power of of vitamin C, really, and of the omega-6 healing cream, or of the omega-6 fatty acids. Truth Omega-6 Healing Cream, you can find out all about it at truthtreatments.com. If you have a burn or you have some kind of abrasion or some kind of damage to the surface of the skin, stuff really is amazing. Okay, 844-236-6010, Toby in Cincinnati. Welcome to the bright side. What's up?
Hi, how you doing?
Doing good. What's going on?
I kind of started a keto diet 3 weeks, a month ago, and just wondered if there's any, supplements that would be good to take while you're on that diet.
Oh my gosh, there's zillions, and I'll be talking about it for a while.
Okay.
Keep listening to the program. I'll give you a couple right off the top of my head. Vitamin E is really important. Anytime you increase the amount of fat that you eat, you always want to make sure you're getting enough vitamin E. Vitamin E is nature's fat protector. It protects fats, dietary fats, and it also protects fats in the body, which is why vitamin E is so important for the brain. And nobody gets enough vitamin E unless you're supplementing, because it's hard to find from foods. You got to eat a heck of a lot of sunflower seeds or sunflower oil, and wheat germ oil, which are nature's probably the most important food sources of vitamin E. But you got to eat a lot of seeds and drink a lot of oil to get it. So 400 IU to 800 IU. 400 IU is a good place to be. If you're healing from something, 800 IU. But definitely if you're going ketogenic, you want 400 IU. And vitamin E is a little complicated. We're going to spend some time talking about it because of the different forms of vitamin E. But just for now, vitamin E is important. And selenium works hand in hand, in tandem with vitamin E. So making sure you're getting enough selenium. Selenium also has a fat protecting effect. That's what you're looking for when you're going ketogenic is fat protection. Make sure you're using the ultimate selenium, 200 to 400 micrograms of selenium a day. And then it wouldn't hurt you to make sure you're getting enough vitamin K. You'll get that from grass-fed dairy, vitamin K. And by the way, Youngevity's got a whole line of grass-fed dairy products that Jordan Rubin formulated. He's not just a bone broth guy. He's just a digestive health guru, and he's got a whole line of grass-fed dairy products that you can get through Youngevity, Amasai, Swear V, and the delicious cheese. In fact, I should probably talk more about the cheese as part of the ketogenic program, the grass-fed cheese that you get from Youngevity. And now Youngevity also has the Keto FX, which is like a protein supplement for folks who are trying to go ketogenic. Carnitine, we're going to talk about that one. Carnitine is very important for helping fats get transported into the burning machinery, the furnaces, if you will, of a cell. Carnitine acts like a little magnet that pulls fats into the fat factory, or the fat burning factory inside a cell, called a mitochondria. The carnitine shuttle, they call it. So that's important. That one's only found in meat, although your body can make some carnitine. It wouldn't hurt to supplement with a little bit of carnitine. Making sure you're using digestive support for fats also. Bile salts, lecithin, apple cider vinegar, pancreatin. Anything else? Did you want to ask me, Toby? I didn't mean to interrupt you.
Yeah, I mean, it's so far so good. It's worked out great. But
well, hang on, Toby. I got to take a break. I want to hear your story when we come back, if you don't mind. Hang on. I'm Pharmacist Ben. You're listening to The Bright Side. We will take a quick break and come back right after this. We're back on The Bright Side. I'm Pharmacist Ben. Toby in Cincinnati. Real briefly, tell us about some of your... I answered your questions, correct? Anything else you want to ask me?
Yeah,
I want to hear just real briefly some of your experiences on the ketogenic diet. Real briefly.
Like I said, I seriously started it about a month ago. I guess I'm down, I don't know, about 10 pounds, 10 or 12 pounds so far.
How much do you want to lose?
I'd like to lose maybe another 10.
Very good. And what are you doing specifically? Just a couple of things you're doing.
Lots, like eggs just about every morning for breakfast. So it's eggs, a lot of avocado.
Nice.
A lot of coconut oil, MCT oil.
Very good. Are you into the keto burning? Are you past the keto flu, as they say, or did you get the keto flu, the beginning?
Kind of getting hints. I still kind of get hints of it every once in a while. I mean, I don't feel bad, but,
keep it going, because you're into ketosis, so keep it going. You don't want to lose that edge. That's a good job, man.
But it's I can't argue with like the food's great. It's not like I'm ever hungry. It's not like I don't get enough to eat. And
very nice.
It's worked out.
Did you hear about it? So, you heard about it here, or you knew about it from before?
Heard about it on your show. Yeah,
good deal.
Heard about it on your show, and then I read a book about it when I was on vacation, and started when I came back from vacation.
Awesome. Good job, Toby. Thanks for calling, man.
Yeah, thanks.
Have a great day. All right, Mike in Florida. Good morning. Welcome to The Bright Side.
Hey,
Mike.
Ben.
Hey, Mike. What's up, man?
Hey, I was originally calling you to talk about the keto diet, and because I've been on it for a little while now, but something came up, and I figured I probably could use your help more with this. My wife, she kind of has a low blood pressure. We were checking it earlier today, and it's kind of low, and she's been doing a little bit of keto too, but it's been going on for longer than for it to be the flu from the keto. And I mean, she's got symptoms like lighthead, short of breath at times.
Yeah, that sounds like an adrenal. That sounds like an adrenal issue. Minerals, number one, minerals. That's the first thing to do. Make sure she's getting enough zinc. Zinc. Let's see what else. Potassium, sodium. Get her on the Swear V. Get her on the Beyond Organic Soy. That's Jordan Rubin's big thing, is potassium to sodium ratio. And while both are important for the adrenal glands, well, they're both important for the adrenal glands. Celtic sea salt and water, in addition to the Beyond Organic products, and zinc 50 milligrams a day. Vitamin C is very important for the adrenal glands. The B complex is very important for the adrenal glands. Was she under a severe amount of stress, or is she